안녕하세요 여러분, Tony입니다. Hello everyone, it's Tony. So today marks the solo debut of G-Idle's Yuqi, or other words 여자아이들's Yuqi. She is releasing her digital single album titled actually A Page, and in it there are two songs actually, two songs. First one being obviously her title track, which was what we are having the music video for, being titled Giant, but then the secondary track is titled Bonnie and Clyde. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of the album. Which one is your favorite? Is it Giant? Is it Bonnie and Clyde? Or are there other tracks perhaps that you would recommend from Uki? Because I do realize that in quite a fair few of the actual main title tracks for 여자아이들, Gidle, she doesn't have too many lines, so we don't get a good grasp about like all of her actual vocal abilities. And I think actually in particular the last recent album that they released, which was with Hua, the music video, they didn't actually, a lot of the Chinese sales weren't very high because people were almost in a way boycotting because she didn't have a big part in Hua. So it's understandable. A lot of fans out there really want to see their favorites get some more lines. So I totally understand it. So happy that she has a solo here, and I'm looking forward to it. To that extent, if you guys want to check out any of my G-Idle reactions, whether it be to Hua as mentioned, Dum Dee Dum Dee, or even KDA's The Baddest, or Oh My God, which was their first time that I reacted to them on this channel, you can find it all linked in the G-Idle playlist down description box below. Hopefully check out a video. But with that being said, let's not waste any more time. It literally just premiered, so without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, let go. I was excited for this, by the way, because it seemed like it was going to be like an animated feature from what I saw from the teaser and the concept photo. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be really interesting. It's going to be different, and I forgot to put titles. There's no titles. It's okay. Ooh, I like the piano coming in. Giant. It almost has that like idea of like I don't know if anybody knows like the idea of like when you see like people draw with like salt or sand and make like those shadow images like on the projector. It kind of gives that feel to it. Ooh. Oh, English. Oh. Because I know that Yuki has like a kind of like a richer voice, a bit of a deeper tone to her voice from what I've been hearing. So I was always curious as to what her voice would sound like as a full just solo. I'm liking this music. Oh, the double tone. Oh, okay. Quickly, I wanted to talk about this before I forget. I like how that even when here, you can hear that and you can like in the background it's like an echo, but it's like slowly fading away. You can hear that muted out. I like how the drums are slowly picking up pace. We're starting slow. Ooh. Yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. Wait. Oh. It almost feels like a motivation, like OST, like fighting song. Oh, I like how that is. Here, like, and then like the stairs come in. That's nice. Ooh, electric guitar. Or electric bass. Oh, I like that. It's like night. Standing tall. Again, that's so it's so again, I think stairs are like standing taller, like rising up is a big theme in not only the song itself but also in the music video, how they do it, because if you hear they're like kind of coinciding the hands or like the stairs to what the beat is like. And here it's like do 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 do, so you have this the hands rising up. I'm actually quite surprised. Honestly, I would have thought that she would have done it Chinese. I'm liking this. Woo! Scars in my heart, I'ma kiss you goodbye. Can't bring me down. You had no right. Really good English voice. I'm no better, feeding me lies. Lay with your damn apologies. Won't be needing your same excuses. I can be hurt. I'm loving the thematic of this video too, like the animation. Because even though it's super crispy, they're giving it like this old kind of like little pixels, of like an old school like film feel to it. So even though like it could be very crispy, it's giving it that kind of like rustic kind of charm to it. I feel like not rustic, but like old school kind of like almost fairy tale feel to it.
But I'm not afraid,
Oh, I love the piano here.
Hesitation got me against the wall. No more mistakes like I made before.
It's a very nice song. What surprised me the most is like how like even though it sounds very kind of like loud to an extent, her voice comes through. It cuts through all of this, which is quite a surprise to me, honestly, because her voice still is quite a little bit deeper. So I was expecting like maybe some like violins or something like really contrast. But here we're kind of like in that middle ground, I find it, and it still really works out. It almost reminds me a bit of like a Western style feeling song to that extent, like a rock kind of song, like a band, like rock band kind of song. And she has the voice for it. She definitely has some solid. I'm really a big fan of this like animation style. It's simple but really gets the message across. Ooh. And most of the time you don't have a secondary track for her. It's just a single solo track. Now here you are like an echo effect, kind of like accentuating certain part. I like how she does the hi, because it kind of like there's a little bit of like airiness to it at the end. Really nice. Yeah, like so like hi-ya, fire. I like that. Yeah. Oh, I like the two-tone voice here. Ooh, okay, I like that. Like the metaphor there, the like symbolism there, rising up much bigger than you are. Oh, it's like a little battle. Ooh, the high note. That's her also. So again, really great song. I'd love to know from you guys in the comments which one is better, Bonnie and Clyde, Giant, or are there other songs you'd recommend? Oh, interesting how they cut off at the very end. It's like don't leave. I thought there was gonna be maybe say the piano tapers off a bit more, but they kind of just like kind of almost just stop, and it feels kind of like a movie in that sense where you find something and then they cut it off like that. Really cool. I really enjoyed the animation in particular. I think that the animation really adds to this the song actually in particular. I think that it adds a bit of like a different dimension because this could have been obviously evidently just her doing something on in a music video, but I think having it be animated here really tells more of like a childhood story. It gives a bit of like a message. It like transcends the message of this song itself across like the ages, like the age gap, like people of different ages, sorry. I think that that's kind of like really cool, and I think that even to that extent, like just having it kind of be a rock song and be an English song to an extent also is very surprising for me. I would have guessed, if anything, that it would have been Chinese, but just her being one of the Chinese members also, just because there's a huge like fandom there. But I like how she tapped in and did a little bit of English. Her English is very good, and again, her voice is a bit different from everybody from G-Idle because it has a bit more of like a richer tone to it. I think a bit of a deeper tone, and I really enjoyed it. I think that going with a Western style song like this, with the style that she did with, was really, really smart because her voice does, I've always like thought about it, that it would go well with this, and I never thought that it would actually be realized. So I'm happy that she did it. Really cool. Yuqi, really amazing, really, really well done. And again, I'd love to know if Bonnie and Clyde's your favorite, if Giant's your favorite, or if there's any other favorites that you would recommend from me. And to that extent, if you want to check out any of my other G-Idle reactions, you can find them all linked in the playlist down description box below. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I 감사합니다, and hopefully I see you in the next video. But until next time, guys, it's been Tony. 안녕히 계세요. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video. 안녕.